lineups for both teams. First for Dallas. Calderon is out there with Ellis. And it's D'Alembert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Then there's Marion, and it's Nowitzki in at the 4. And for Atlanta, Jeff Teague and Lou Williams, the back. And it's Horford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Millsap in at the power forward.
Well, last season was Dirk Nowitzki's 15th in the NBA and maybe his toughest. He underwent a knee scope right before the start of the season, missed about 2 months of action. The Mavericks ended up missing the playoffs. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Nice shot by D'Alembert. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Speaking of Nowitzki, he expressed some concern about the direction of the Mavericks himself last year.
Yeah, after that championship season, they let go of some of their good players, especially Tyson Chandler. But they were trying to free up cap space and lure a top free agent. They were left holding the bag, basically. But Nowitzki wants to retire a Mav, and hopefully they can provide a contender for him. That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Teague, the pass to Williams. The feed to Millsap. Calderon against Teague. That's good. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Ellis against Williams. Calderon kicks to Ellis. Pass to D'Alembert. Nowitzki dishes to D'Alembert. And stolen by Horford. Korver off the pick from Millsap. Williams passes to Teague. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 6 points for Teague.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Count the bucket.
Now, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Here is Korver. Over to the left wing. Teague gets a screen from Korver. Williams for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Now, here's Calderon. He kicks it to Ellis. Lets it go with a 3. The shot will not go. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Millsap a screen on Calderon. Williams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. On the wing, Marion. Nowitzki kicks to Ellis. Here's D'Alembert. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Horford.
Samuel D'Alembert out of Haiti, guys. 6'11" with long arms. That size makes him a fearsome rebounder and shot blocker, and also a pretty good offensive rebounder as well.
And D'Alembert, not just rebounder defender. He can give you some scoring as well. And last season, Steve, perhaps his best offensively.
Well, he's an underrated shooter from mid-range, and I think he came into the league pretty raw, but now that he's in his 30s, he's really improved that shooting stroke, something that most players do over the course of their careers because of all the work they put in.
Hey, D'Alembert has been what he has been for a long time in the league. A solid defender that can give you a few points and block some shots. But last season in February, he came out of nowhere to drop a career-high 35.
Good on the second free throw. And going back to D'Alembert last season, you look at his production, some of the best numbers of his career, and yet, Steve, his minutes weren't very consistent. Why do you think that was a problem?
Well, part of it, Kevin, was just a logjam of quality big men in Milwaukee. It's tough to find minutes for everybody, but I think also D'Alembert can sometimes make mistakes that get him into trouble with his coaches. Even when in the big picture, he might be playing well.
Now Calderon after the missed three from Corbett. And here's Calderon. Outside T. Pass to Williams. Korver kicks to Williams. Crashes in for a double-digit lead. Williams has got 6.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
And the Mavericks call time here. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out on the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Calderon, that's good. Now Williams, 9 points in the game so far. Another miss by Williams.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Ellis outside. Ellis off a pick from Nowitzki. The drive by Ellis and stolen by Horford. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Korver, good.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow him down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, Mark. They haven't gotten many stops here.
Now here's Calderon. On the wing, Ellis. From outside the arc. That one goes. Count it. Ellis has got 5.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but, the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
T kicks to Korver. And that comes off the assist by Jeff T.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Now here's Ellis. He has 5. Marion kicks to Calderon. And the pass to Nowitzki. Millsap with the steal. Williams with the ball. Shoots the 3. Teague can't hit.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Ellis. Here's Marion. The offensive rebound. Horford with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. On the Mavericks with some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Dallenberg. Jay Crowder comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Carter in for Sean Marion. Here's Ellis. The step-back jumper is good. Ellis has got 7 points.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
T kicks to Carroll. Horford with a screen on Carter. And Carroll gets it to go.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
And the Mavericks call time here. Ellis outside. Pass to Carter. Now the dish to Harris. Harris gets the screen from right. Harris with it. Now guarded by Carroll. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Wright. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
No coverage that time. Carroll's got 5.
The defense has done very little to slow them down so far.
Harris dishes to Ellis. Lets it fly from 18. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Carroll kicks to T. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Mavericks trail by 18. Here's Ellis. He has 7 inside right. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And as you said, the defense unable to stop the barrage from outside.
Well, defensively, they need to do a better job of, one, pressuring the ball, disrupt their offensive rhythm, and then you've got to get to shooters, especially when they're shooting as well as these guys are.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
And the first one drops. Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. That one is no good.
The Hawks last season weren't really a bad offensive team, but they did have one of the more memorable offensive nights, and not for anything positive. In a January game against a tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
Here's Crowder. Out to the wing. Harris passes to Crowder. Hands it from downtown. Crowder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Schroeder kicks to Brand. From about 19 feet. Almost, but it rolls out. As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA. But overall, we're a solid offensive team right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score, I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses. And I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen. They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the left side wing. Here's Jenkins. They get it back. Brand. Again, the Hawks score.
Well, plays like that, hustle plays on the glass, and then staying with it, being active, it really caused some problems for that defense.
Here's Ellis. 7 points in the game. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists in the game.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
To the left wing. Jacks up a 3. Shot is no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Ellis right side. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
15 seconds of the shot.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Dallas again with the bucket. Here's Schroeder. Kicks it to Brand. Pass to Schroeder. Feeds it to Jenkins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brand. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Brand's got 6.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Harris kicks to Ellis. Lots of room. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 9 points for Monte Ellis. Here's Schroeder. Here's Horford. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Hawks ahead. They lead by 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, for the Atlanta Hawks this summer, they lost Josh Smith, but picked up a terrific signing in Paul Millsap. His contract cost them about $5 million less per year than Smith's does. And alongside Al Horford, they've got one of the best shooting front courts in the league. Guys, Millsap had the second best plus-minus in the league 2 seasons ago. He can really help this team.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, one of the savviest players you'll see, no doubt.
That one is off.
Dirk Nowitzki, the 7-footer from Germany, is certainly not one of the more explosive athletes in the NBA, but I don't know if we give him enough credit for how coordinated he is at his size. I mean, this guy is very coordinated in how he gets around on the court, especially at the offensive end. He's got tremendous balance, outstanding hands. Both of those allow him to be a terrific shooter and player.
Back to Nowitzki, such a great hand-eye coordination. It's key for any shooter, and certainly key, Steve, for him.
Well, he takes a shot that for most NBA players is kind of a low percentage shot, that mid-range fadeaway jumper. For him, it's incredibly accurate.
Here's Harris, and the basket good. Harris has got his first basket.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Millsap sets the pick for Williams. Brand, a screen on Harris. Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass. Williams has got 11 points.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Calderon dishes to Nowitzki. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
Now here's Williams. 11 points in the game. The Hawks working the ball around. Brand outside. Millsap left side. From the baseline. Rejected by Marion. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Teague is checked in for Atlanta. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Millsap. Here's Brand. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
A lot of high hopes for Elton Brand to revive his dominant ways with the move to Dallas, but he sunk further away from what he once was. And hey, this is what happens. You get older, your play starts to suffer a little bit.
And he makes the first. As you said, with Brand, had career lows across the board, and his statistics largely due to the lack of minutes he played. But that was in part, I think, of how inefficient he was at times too, Clark.
And I think Brand will still be able to contribute to a team, but I think it'll be as a role player, and I agree with Steve on that. Certainly I don't think we'll see him do 20 and 10 as he was a 2010 guy for a long time earlier in his career. Just a fantastic game for Brand. He has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Williams passes to Millsap. Teague kicks to Corver. Atlanta again missing. Mavericks trailed by 10. On the wing, Marion. He's guarded by Williams. Teague against Calderon. Tries again. Rebounded by the Hawks. They led by as many as 18 points. Out to the wing. The three from Corver. The shot is off. And it's Dallas the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. Dallenberg dishes to Harris. Calderon up top, covered by Brand. Fade away. And again, Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Williams kicks to Millsap. Teague against Calderon. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 11. Here's Harris. And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. They need to get the ball into the post. He made that abundantly clear. Their entry passes haven't nearly been sharp enough for him. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Williams. After Dirk Nowitzki's bucket, Williams passes to Teague. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here is Harris. Dishes to Calderon. Down low. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Teague with the ball. And it's Marion picking him up. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Mavericks trail by 13. And it's Harris off the drive. And the rejection by Brand. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Mavericks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Dallas usually does well against the Eastern Conference, and even in a year when they were struggling, that still was the case. The Mavs posted a 500 or better record against every division in the Eastern Conference.
Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Dallenberg. Calderon kicks to Harris. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Carter, he's checked in for Dallenberg. It's Marion with the drive. Nowitzki dishes to Marion. Harris kicks to Nowitzki. Williams with the steal. Calderon against Teague for 3. Williams. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dallas did finish 41 up and 41 down in the year, with 17 of those wins coming, Steve, against the East. Not a bad mark for him.
And you'll remember last season it was in March when the Mavs started gaining a lot of ground and kind of put themselves into playoff contention. And a lot of those wins that month came against Eastern Conference teams.
Now Teague, after Devin Harris's three-pointer that didn't go. Teague kicks to Williams. Clock at 4. Back to Teague. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Elton Brand is a former #1 overall pick back in '99, guys, and despite that, was one of the most underrated star players from his days with the LA Clippers. Now he's starting to slow down. He's on the other side of that career mountain, if you will, but he's still a quality big man.
No good on the free throw. And Brand always has played bigger than his 6'8" height with those long arms of his.
Yeah, and an underrated defender, Kevin. Offensively, he's always been a very consistent mid-range jump shooter and can score around the basket. But he guards the post pretty well.
Right, he's checked in for Dallas. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
And here is Teague. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. Brand, a screen on Harris. Here's Williams, and it's right, sending it back, and he gets it back. So it's the Mavericks now. It's a 10-point game. Calderon kicks to Murray. He feeds it to Carter. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams passes to Millsap. He dishes it to T. And there's the feed to Korver. He kicks to Brand. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Teague for 3. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And the Mavericks making a change here.
24 seconds on the shot. Substitution.
Mavericks trail by 10. Ellis dishes to Calderon. Back to Ellis. Pass to Carter. Beyond the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside Teague. Teague left side. Poked loose. It's stolen by Calderon. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Count that one. Carter's got 10.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And that's when a team really has the best chance to run after a steal, obviously. So the defense is going to be critical for them right now.
Now here's Teague. 16 points for him. Carroll kicks to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Into Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Millsap. Mavericks trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Carter drives in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Anytime you see Vince Carter and you start thinking about how he was as the undisputed dunk king in years gone by, but as his spring and lift has been grounded, he's made up for it in other ways and has really improved as a defender.
The first one falls. And Steve, going back to Carter, he really took the league by storm back with Toronto. Still an NBA player with great quality.
Yeah, he can do a little bit of everything, Kevin. Not the explosive guy that he once was, but he's always been a skill player with his long-range shooting, his ball handling, good passer. That's why he's still hanging around and still making a contribution here in the NBA.
Carter hits them both.
What a great game for Vince Carter in this one. 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Now here's T. 16 points for him.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Here's Ellis. It's a 10-point game. The pass to Wright. No luck. Good work defensively by Horford.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Now here's T after the miss from Wright. From the arc. And Vince Carter pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 10. Calderon with it. Picked up by Teague. Calderon kicks to Ellis. Back to Calderon. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Goes the dish to Calderon. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Schroeder, he's checked in for Jeff T.
Dennis Schroeder.
The Hawks leading by 10. Millsap a screen. And Ellis with the block. Carter off a pick from Wright.
Defensive foul. Dennis Schroeder. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Crowder. Millsap covering. From deep, Ellis. And that's collected by Schroeder. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Hawks lead by 12. Dallas has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Crowder, the pass to Calderon. Ellis dishes to Carter. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
For three.
Ellis has got his 5th assist in this one.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Here's Carroll. He's got 5. And Jenkins kicks to Schroeder. Passes to Horford. Hawks passing it around. Jenkins can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 9, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, Rick Carlisle is widely considered an outstanding strategist and X and O's coach. But with the turnover on the Mavericks roster the last few seasons, he's tried to keep things as simple as possible for them. He said, quote, "My ongoing goal is to call less or no plays if we can. We want our guys to make plays." Kevin?
Well, Doris, when you've got that kind of talent and IQ, playing on instinct can certainly be effective. It gets stolen by Jenkins. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Schroeder. Millsap left side. Shot left block. And yes, sir, that one drops. Millsap's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Wright dishes to Carter. Back to Wright. Jacks up a 3. And it's Carter missing. The Hawks leading by 8. Jenkins the pass to Schroeder. And here is Horford. From the arc. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5. Here's Calderon. Can't get it to go. And that does it for the first half of play. Hawks lead by 11. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's time to bring you the halftime report on 2K Sports. For the Atlanta Hawks, they have the lead against Dallas. Great ball control offensively, the turnover differential a major advantage right now. The first half performance of Jeff Teague, just terrific. He scored 16 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. And a tough matchup, but the Mavericks are staying afloat. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. Quite a show being put on by Vince Carter. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. Thanks so much for joining us as we get back out now to Phillips Arena.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been one outstanding game from Jeff Teague.
Boy, he put on a show from the three-point line in the first half, didn't he? We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on it.
Yeah, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Nowitzki, no good.
Well, defense for the Hawks last season kind of night and day. They were sixth best in defensive efficiency, but really struggled defending the three-point line. Gave up way too many open looks out there.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
Mavericks trailed by 13. Nowitzki sets a screen for Calderon. Nowitzki left side. And stolen by Williams. Here's Korver, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Sean Marion. And for the Hawks, a little undersized, Clark, as you were talking about. That might explain why at times they struggle to clear the board, Steve.
But you like the mobility of their front court players, particularly Al Horford, who is so good, able to switch pick and rolls, guard perimeter players, still get back to rebound. And I think also the discipline he shows defensively. That was one of the strong suits of this team last year.
Both free throws good from Korver.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Ellis. And the basket good. Ellis has got 11 points.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
T gets a screen from Horford. T kicks to Horford. Into Millsap. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Ellis outside. Pass to Calderon. Six to shoot. Fires from deep. That one's in there. The Hawks' lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Marion.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Now here's Teague. He's got 16. Williams dishes to Millsap. Baseline J on the way. And Nowitzki with the block. Now Calderon. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Calderon's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Hawks leading by 10. Millsap a screen on Ellis. Williams passes to Millsap. Horford kicks to Korver. Teague against Calderon. Teague can't hit. And even 3-on-3 break. Feeds it to Ellis. Kicks it to D'Alembert. Nowitzki against Millsap. Dallenberg, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
That may put a little life back into this team.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run. And, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run. So the timeout is appropriate here.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. The ball has to be fed into the low post much more than it has been to this point. That was his message. He said, they're giving us room down low. Let's take advantage of it. The next message he had for them was that they should be attacking the basket on offense. He felt very strongly that the defense they're up against is vulnerable down low. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Dallas calls timeout.
It was a rough year for the Mavs and their fans. The first time since 2012 the Mavericks found themselves out of the playoffs. A big reason why was they couldn't get the wins they needed on the road.
Mavericks trail by 10. And back to the Mavs, 17-24 record on the road. Steve, their struggles as the visiting team, one of the reasons why they were only a 500 team on the season at 41-41.
And even though going 500 isn't a bad year for most, it is when you're the Dallas Mavericks and you're used to playing in the postseason. This was the first time in a long time, in forever, that the Mavs didn't end up in the playoffs.
Here is Korver after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Marion with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Calderon leading the charge.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches. And I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
That kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
Brand right side. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. Now here's Ellis. 11 points in the game. Nowitzki outside. Williams against Ellis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Harris has checked in. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Now here's Williams. He's got 13. No good from Brand. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-6 run. Harris against T. Harris dishes to Dallenberg. 6 on the shot clock. Ellis goes in from past the arc. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Harris.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure, the energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
Now here's Williams. Horford sets a screen for Williams. Dishes to T. He feeds it to Horford. Good. And the Hawks lead by 4.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 16 points for Ellis.
Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here's Teague. He's got 16, and he gets it to go.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
That takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Here's Ellis. 4-point game. Harris outside. Ellis outside. Shoots the three. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. White, he's checked in for Dallenberg. And it's Carter in for Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, back when Monte Ellis entered the league with the Warriors, he showed promise as the rare guard who could shoot up near 50% from the floor. But he's seen his field goal and three-point percentages tumble for 3 years straight.
That drops.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Back to Harris. He dishes it to Ellis. Second chance shot. Tries to keep it alive. Can't throw it down with one hand. Atlanta leading by 6. Williams attacking. Teague the pass to Williams. He kicks to Brand. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Hawks good for 2. Going back to Ellis, so quick and athletic, he's able to create his own shot pretty much at will.
Yeah, great touch around the rim. Really wants to go right. That's his preferred direction. If you let him get ahead of steam going to his right, he can really finish well, especially for a smaller guard at the rim.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Harris. He has 5. Clock at 6. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Jenkins kicks to Schroeder. The 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Now here is Harris. Marion outside. The feed now to Crowder to end the drought, and that one's good. Crowder's got 10 points.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
The Hawks leading by 9. Schroeder off a pick from Jenkins. They set the screen. And he gets it to go. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you can feel the confidence growing right now for this club at the offensive end.
Really an ideal time to have one of these runs after halftime, but before crunch time. They're setting themselves up for a great 4th quarter.
Now here is Harris. Right. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. He has 5.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Here's Schroeder. He's got 10. Pass to Brand. The shot will not go. Excellent D there from Crowder. Mavericks trail by 9. Carter kicks to Marion. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Vince Carter for 3. Carter's got 18 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Schroeder passes to Horford, and that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 8.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Crowder. 10 points for him. Harris kicks to Marion. Down low. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Hawks making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. We've got 1:55 left in the 3rd quarter.
For a long time, it's been about getting out and running for Atlanta, and that was really one of the strengths of the team last season as well. Really one of the better teams in fast break points in the league.
Now Harris, after the missed 3 from John Jenkins. Harris kicks to Crowder. And that's a foul called on John Jenkins. That's his first foul.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
And Wright kicks to Harris.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the 3 off target. And for the Hawks, who are so good on the break, ended up 3rd in the league last year in fast break points. Steve, not a surprise with the athletes that team has.
Yeah, but that's changing, Kevin. With Josh Smith's departure, I think is a big blow. They're not as good in transition anymore, but they do have some exciting young talent, young players who can get out and run. So it's going to be interesting over the next couple of seasons to watch this team unfold.
Carter kicks to Crowder. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Jose Calderon. He's checked in for the Mavericks. 54 seconds left in the 3rd. Jenkins dishes to Millsap. 3-pointer. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Millsap's got 16 points.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Now here is Harris. He's got 5. There's the pass to Wright. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots. Under 6.
And he knocks down the first one. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so Wright nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. There's the dish to Jenkins. Passes to Millsap. Here's Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off. Here's Carter. No up. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. The Hawks on top, up by 8. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
Teague with the ball. Pass to Millsap. Shot from the low block. Rejected by Nowitzki. And Kyle Korver gets the 3. Korver's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Hawks. Teague against Calderon. Feeds it to Ellis. Kicks it to D'Alembert. Count that one.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Now here's Williams. Millsap sets the pick for Williams. Dishes it to Millsap. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open. And that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 11.
He had no problem knocking down that shot, and a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Calderon with it. Williams picks him up. And it's Carter penetrating, and that one's good. Carter's got 20 points.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
His percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
Now here's Teague. Williams for three. Another three for Atlanta.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
And there's the feed to Nowitzki. Back to Ellis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. And that's 18 points for Monte Ellis. The Hawks leading by 10. Williams passes to Brand. Into Millsap. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That's on Monte Ellis.
You go back to the 2006 draft when Paul Millsap was taken 47th, guys. Now remember, he had led college basketball in rebounding in all 3 of the years he played at Louisiana Tech. 3 straight years leading the NCAA. That's something that never had been done, not even by a 4-year player. And he ended up being drafted 47th. Hard to figure how that could happen, but he's made the most of his time in the NBA.
And that one falls for Millsap. And Clark, going back to that 2006 draft you were talking about, it wasn't exactly stacked. In fact, Millsap might be the second best player in that draft class, Steve, after LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, it's amazing when you look back. I mean, how did he slip through the cracks all the way to the second round? He might not have had prototype size for the power forward position, but it's all about production, and he was one of the great rebounders the college game had ever seen. Well, Millsap, a great signing with the Hawks. 2-year deal, $19 million. We like the skill level, a guy who battles inside, and even when he's at a size disadvantage, he still seems to really prosper.
Next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Now here's Teague. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And you look at the development for Paul Millsap. He's steadily improved as a passer, as a shooter at the line. His overall game is upward.
He's even starting to shoot more threes these days.
Right.
Kevin. Yeah, he's undersized, but just knows how to use the rim to protect his finish. I think what I like best about him is just his constant energy.
Now here's Williams. Rejected by Nowitzki. Here's Ellis. Cannot hit. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And here is Teague. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. No one on him, and he makes the easy one.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
And the shot is good.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now here's Teague. He feeds it to Horford. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Calderon. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Back to Calderon. Rebound by the Hawks. Korver's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He kicks to Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Horford. It's rebounded by Dallas. Dallenberg has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Calderon kicks to Marion to the right side. Now Calderon. Pass to Ellis. The dish to Dallenberg.
Well, he's a fearsome defensive presence in the paint, a shot blocking machine, and the intensity The effort that he brings night in and night out is such a huge asset for his team.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when a shot goes up.
That free throw missing.
Well, Mike Budenholzer, you know, the new coach of the Hawks, spent 19 years with the San Antonio Spurs, including 17 as an assistant. Well, you couldn't ask for a better teaching ground than that.
Good on the second free throw.
It's been a solid outing for D'Alembert. 8 rebounds and 1 assist.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Horford with a screen on Ellis. Williams against D'Alembert. Millsap down low. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Millsap's got 9 points here in the second half. Mavericks trail by 7. Ellis kicks to Marion. Back to Ellis. Ellis off a pick from D'Alembert. Ellis fires, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Good. That's now 8 points for Horford.
Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to use his size to his advantage there.
There's the pass to Calderon. D'Alembert with the screen on Teague. Marion dishes to Ellis. Pass to Calderon. Teague against Ellis. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Millsap a screen on Calderon. Williams passes to Millsap. Teague against Ellis. Teague kicks to Horford. And it's sent back from D'Alembert. They retain possession. And that one's good. Millsap.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Now here's Calderon. Ellis outside. Back to Calderon. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Calderon. Kicks it to Nowitzki. Calderon dishes to Ellis. Looks for Nowitzki. Gets it to him. 5 to shoot. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Teague kicks to Corbin. Offensive rebound.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Dives for it. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Here's Teague. Out to the wing. Here's Korver, and Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
Mavericks trail by 9. Now here's Ellis. Pass to Calderon. Just 4 to shoot. Tries to snap the cold streak. Ellis can't get it to go.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Now here's Williams. Knocked loose. Feeds to Millsap. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And it's now 23 points for Millsap. Mavericks trail by 11. Nowitzki sets a screen for Calderon. Ellis, the pass to D'Alembert. Good work defensively by Horford.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Here is Korver. He's guarded by Calderon. Korver kicks to T. Dishes it to Korver. Shot from the wing. In Atlanta again with the bucket. Here is Calderon. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. After making that initial point, then he talked about not getting careless defensively. He wants them playing conservatively at that end of the court. Guys, we'll see how coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Kicks it to Korver. Doubled by Calderon. And Williams, here we go, to the left side wing. He wants to get the Millsap and does. No good from the left block. Mavericks trailed by 11. Ellis kicks to Calderon. The feed to D'Alembert. Fast break, the Hawks. And here we go. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Now here's Calderon. He feeds it to Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. 23 points for Monte Ellis.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
The Hawks leading by 10. Williams dishes to Millsap. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got 15 points in just the second half.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
And here is Williams, following Monte Ellis's 3. Doubled by Calderon. Horford the pass to Williams. He dishes it to Millsap. And again, it's Atlanta.
So he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Ellis, he kicks it to D'Alembert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Double team on Williams. Millsap with it, picked up by Nowitzki, and Nowitzki with the block.
Well, it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
And that one's good.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Ellis against Williams. And so the Hawks take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
We got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. As simple as that. We're just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
An escape from some mistakes, Paul. Well done, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap.